Ohio, about an hour out of Columbus, home of the grass man. So, over the years, I've been surprised when I've asked somebody what they think of Sasquatch or if they've seen one. I've been surprised at the number of people who have. All you gotta do is ask. So I've shared all those encounters on this channel and my other videos. They're all true. Because you can tell when somebody's telling the truth. So more people know about these things and believe that they exist than you realize. I was in a little town this morning, and I pulled over at a city park. I forget the name of the town, it really doesn't matter. But it was close to or around Mohican State Park. Because I had Trucker out in the park to play, and a truck and a car pulled into the park, and she was getting freaked out. She doesn't trust traffic, which is good, and she gets kind of scared of people. But so I picked her up and I carried her back to the truck. And I thought, what the hell? I'm going to go up and talk to these ladies quick. So I walked back into the park. And I walked up to them and said, hey, my name's Bill. I'm from Minnesota. One of them says, oh, really? Where from in Minnesota? I said, Brainerd, a couple hours north of Minneapolis. She said, oh, really? I got relatives in Rochester. I'm like, wow, it's a small world. So anyway, I said, being that you ladies are from Ohio here, you probably know something about Sasquatch. And of course, they kind of looked at me funny, but they're like, oh yeah, we were just talking about that. Because we're going to be going to the Mohican Park to spend the weekend. And I really wish I would have stayed and talked to them longer, but looks like they had met there at lunch break or something, and they were visiting, and I didn't want to intrude or be creepy or anything, so I just left it at that. Now I wish I would have talked to them more about it and asked them their thoughts on it. But to randomly see two ladies in the park and ask them about Sasquatch, and they tell me they were just talking about that, I mean, what are the odds? The odds are pretty good. Just two random ladies, and they were just talking about it. So Sasquatch is a common topic amongst people. And if you have any interest at all, like I do, or infatuation, you might say, well, not quite, but I guess it's a hobby, and I'm doing it to get the word out, to let people know that these things exist, and more encounters are happening than people realize, because nobody talks about it. Because like I said before, they tell somebody, their family, their friends, They tease them, tell them they're lying, saying they didn't know what they saw. They saw a bear. Well, like I said, many, many times, people know what a bear looks like, with round ears and a snout and fur, and they know what an 8 to 10 foot hairy man looks like. The skeptics, like I've said before, the skeptics just turn my stomach, because they'll throw that out there every time. Oh, you didn't know what you saw. You saw a bear. You know what? That's just getting really, really old, Mr. and Mrs. Skeptic. It ain't working no more. Not on me. Not on thousands of people. So just stop it, because you're making a fool of yourself. So this is just a quick one, just to let everybody know there's more believers out there than you may know or realize. So, random conversation with two ladies in the park, and they had been just talking about that, because obviously they knew something was going on out in Mohican State Park, because they were planning to go out there, and they were talking about Sasquatch. So I'm sure there's some talk going on. In fact, I'm real close to Mohican State Park right now. I just passed a sign, and yeah, this part of Ohio is just thick forests everywhere. So anyway, there you go. Keep on trucking.